Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Fiddles it through. Nicely worked. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played back in. Coman. He could be in here. But he's cut it out. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Might want to be careful there.
Guardiola. Real chance here. That is a brilliant interception. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Zico. Shot could be on. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Nicely aimed pass. Not the most accurate pass. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Coman. Maradona. Here's the guilty party there. That has been knocked clear. Vieira! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Coman. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Mbappe. Always onto this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Gets his pass away. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. Now it's Joao Felix. Lewandowski. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Coman. Now it tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. He's gone for goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's got a side of goal! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And here's from Mario. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Oh, that's a nice ball. And they win it back again. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Maradona. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Batistuta. And here's Beckham. Batistuta.
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Coman. Keeper's ball. Beckham.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Neatly clipped into space. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
From the regional police department.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Substitution on the field, number 24, Romario.
And the action is back on the way.
Number 5, Del Piero.
He's been picked out. Roberto Carlos. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's been decent hit! Oh, he's really drilled it. Oh, that's well spotted. Batistuta. No, it's not getting there. Danger averted for now. Pirlo. And here's Del Piero.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. The second half sparked straight into life.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, good defence is built on positioning, communication, and you've got to have a desire to attack the ball, but they were found really wanting then on all 3 aspects. Nobody took charge.
Gremio get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Marquinhos. Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that has been clubbed away. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's managed to get rid. Almost an hour gone.
Match was 61,052.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he's there to get it away. And he's got the beating of his man. Beckham, closing in on goal.
Has a goal! Really well taken goal. Gremio are back in business.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And they're back on the ball again. He's in plenty of space here.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Nice ball, and he's in here. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Zico hits one! It's in!
And they get themselves in front!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Zico. Now it's Joao Felix. He's got away. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Mbappe. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Just about up to 75 minutes. That is a great pick out.
Shot a goal! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now that's well seen too. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Costa Curta. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Cross into the box. That's going to go a long way. Turns and goes back. Zico. And he's intervened well there. Coleman. That pass has been well intercepted. No luck with that dink over the top. Maradona. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Batistuta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's straight offside. Lewandowski. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Real chance! They've scored! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Gremio give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, no joy this time. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Terrific header! Just off target. 5 minutes to add. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Zico claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please keep your eyes on your.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is...
Well, little question that this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Talisca. Oh, that's a... He's got the shot away! They want to be quick to recover this.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Good effort from distance. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Just eases him off the ball. Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Can he get it through? Can he put it away? Yes! And look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's a mighty effort! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Messi. And Messi! Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Santos looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose in the earth...
Oh no, this does not look good. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Big header! And now they can spring out of defence. Talisca! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Talisca. Messi. Nuno Mendes. That is ended up in no man's land. He's having a hit! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Pedri. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. That's a quick free kick. Now it's Neymar! And again the keeper stands strong. Van Dijk makes the interception. Pressing high and with purpose. That's a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Mbappe. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And he'll shoot. Oh, it's come off the upright. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Pedri. Valverde. Neymar. He has found the way through. Neymar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Jordi Alba. And it's Neymar. Valverde providing an outlet on that flank. Pedri! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Raul. Lewandowski has a look and plays it forward. Jordi Alba. Busquets. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And that's the second half started. Neuer. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Busquets. Talisca. Pedri.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Santos get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Busquets. Pedri. Alexander-Arnold. For Valverde. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Costa Curta. Now Mbappe. Wriggles his way through. That's a good run he's making there. Messi. Valverde. That's Busquets. Pedri. Now it's Pedri. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Joao Felix. And he welcomes it in. He came in hard, very hard. You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's managed to get free. And the cross comes in. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Valverde. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, there's no question, Peter, what his manager thought of it. He's turned away in disgust.
Neymar. Alexander-Arnold. Zico. Messi. Pedri. He's found Pedri!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Valverde. Not pretty, but it gets the job.
He's having a go.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Nicely spread. Cleared without hesitation. Valverde.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Jordi Alba for Valverde.
Talisca! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Neymar, camisa 6, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 19, camisa 16.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Yeah, the manager was saying he'll be facing the prospect of having to make some brave decisions around this time. How right he proved to be.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to...
Great hit!
He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He can run onto that.
Bellingham!
And that could have brought them level.
Bellingham nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
He rises!
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Yamal, Lucas Paqueta, Messi.
Santos surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the shot! He's scored! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
That was a given, it always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Talisca. Oh, good-looking ball.
Rodri cuts out the pass.
Alexander-Arnold.
Looking for the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Santos looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Now it's Messi.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Bellingham. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum.
Well, little question that this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. It is bubbling up very nicely here in Munich. The noise fervent, the colours effervescent, the crowd expectant. This should be very good. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's a key interception. David Villa is onto it in a flash. Jorginho. Oh, such a clever touch. Jorginho! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, played right into his path. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Messi, he'll try from distance, and that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
And it's Fletcher. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose, slowly shifting the opposition from side to side. Once there is that little bit of space to work in, then the killer instinct usually kicks in, and he's able to deliver that decisive pass.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. He's through here. Nice interception, well timed. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Gnabry. Now it's Joao Felix. Stood up well to him there.
Joao Felix, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, can he get onto this? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's straight offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. That is good alertness. And there's green grass ahead of him. Jorginho. Flamengo do have a chance to counter here. 30 minutes gone. And here's Gnabry. Jorginho. David Villa. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. And Owen! He is just caressing the ball. And that's aimed into the middle.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Costa Curta. Driving forward. Fires from distance. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Great ball if he can get there. To Michelis. A true great in every sense of the word. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Gnabry. Beckenbauer gets it away. Tries a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that could set him on his way. Vieira.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Raul. And here's Lewandowski. Now the finish! Gascoigne. Owen.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's through here. Darren Fletcher. He's picked his way through. That's going to go a long way. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. It's their second corner of the game. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Big chance!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, and he's through the middle. David Villa, he's found a way. David Villa! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Owen. He's got away. And Owen! And it's come back out to him. Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
David Villa. Well, that has not gone well. João Felix. Bastoni calmly anticipates.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Spread neatly. Nuno Mendes.
The attendance for this
So, Jim,
match
what are
was
you thinking?
62,005.
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. Neatly clipped into space. Now it's Owen. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Gascoigne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Joao Felix. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's managed to get free. De Michelis did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Swings in across. Owen! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, they want to win this, Peter, plain and simple. Seal promotion right here, right now.
Coming on the field, Kingsley Coman.
Bellingham. And here's Lewandowski.
Jules Koundé.
Bastoni. Darren Fletcher. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easy...
Lewandowski! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. And it's Lewandowski.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Jorginho. Flamengo get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Now it's Coman. Coman going face-to-face with his Bellingham! And the ball's come loose here. Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around.
David Villa! An uncompromising challenge.
Flamengo can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Now it's Haaland. Lewandowski, no way through. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Costa Curta. Koeman. No, again there's no way through. And that is as far as it goes. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were
Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one. 90 minutes to decide whether they can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest... Chance to finish! And that is high.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Coman! Oh, what a climb! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Timber. Good, strong midfield running here. Stoichkov.
Messi! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
How very smart. He's been caught.
Joao Felix!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner.
And the finish!
And that is doing no harm at all.
Lewandowski reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, that has not gone well. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham couldn't quite squeeze that one through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Batistuta. And the pass is intercepted. That's a shade optimistic. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Crossed into the middle. And that should be the keeper's. Messi. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And reclaimed it in a trice. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Van Dijk powering forward here. Oh, super find. He's gone for goal. Oh, that is very close.
Lewandowski brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. De Michelis deals with that comfortably. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Up towards the front line. Timber. He's found a way through. Well read. Nice interception. Gnabry. Koundé. Joao Felix. Beckham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Messi. Stoich has a go! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team...
Oh, what has happened here? Batistuta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Joao Felix. That looks a good ball through. Coman.
Can he finish? Oh, it's gone in!
They have done it! They are level! You raise your game and we raise ours! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
It could be in here. Quality ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He can run onto that.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And here's Stoichkov. And Stoichkov! He's scored! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And we hit half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's cut it out. That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And they're back on the ball again. Messi works it forward. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, this is a big chance! Has another go! That is good alertness. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's in on goal. Turns and goes back. And now the hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Now that's well seen too. Gnabry. He's a sharp little ball here. Haaland! Dispatched clinically. Not so fast, not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very...
Terrific header! Goal! And they've got their lead back. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rodri takes control of it and he's on the move.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Rodri. Oh, and he's through the middle. Shot could be on. Haaland. Coman with the delivery. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
9,
second corner of the game.
Messi. Coming on the field is number 4, Ribery.
Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Bellingham. Coming on to replace him is
Lewandowski.
number 5, Phil Foden.
That has been cut short.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Look at the space here. Stoichkov gets flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Hernandez. Foden. Oh, he's found it. Foden! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Foden. He's played him through. Foden. Up he goes!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And he's away. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, it's Batistuta.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ribery. He's shifting through the gears here. Lewandowski. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Joao Felix pinches it off him. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about...
Bergkamp!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! Wriggles his way through. Petit did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Bergkamp, hits one!
There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he skips past his man. That is a brilliant interception. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get onto this? He's picked his way through.
He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Looking for options for movement. Great ball if he can get there. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Oh, here's...